I mean, what's your favourite memory? Go on, of Winamp. Give me your favourite memory.
I think my favourite memory of Winamp is just a huge library and catalogue of user-made skins for it.
Skins.
Yep.
Yeah, that stuff was so cool. I totally forgot about the skins.
Yep. I
all
remember
the Ice
making a
Blue
few
skins.
skins back in the day. I think I made a Matrix skin for my Winamp.
Nice.
It all looked like the Matrix code and.
There's a nice up-to-date reference for everybody.
Yeah.
All the kiddies to go home and look up. No, I mean hopefully everyone knows what the Matrix is, right? Like it's not an unknown thing. It's like even to newer viewers of movies and stuff like that. You all know what the Matrix is, right? Like I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean honestly, like The Matrix was one of those film series that I just didn't get the hype on.
No.
I liked the first one. I thought the first one was great, and that had nothing to do with the fact that it was the first movie I ever pirated via a VHS copy. Somebody literally copied it onto a VHS for me.
Beautiful.
And sent it my way. And I was like, holy shit, I've got a movie that like I didn't pay for, and it's all kind of like bitty, but I can still watch it. And like I really enjoyed that. I thought that was great.
The original pirate experience.
I know. The second one came out, and I kind of lost interest. It was just not. I don't know.
It did get a bit silly towards between the second and third films.
They there's another tunnel. They did some cool stuff, like in the third. See, as soon as a tunnel appears, you get kicked, which is bizarre, isn't it? Oh, this tunnel was literally 1 block away from being an escape. Yeah, and this has gone through a lot of cells. Oh, dearie me. Are you back in the game?
Oh. Kicked again.
Oh no, okay, you might have to restart your game. Well, yeah. I'm gonna destroy this tunnel. I'm gonna unpause it as well because you are arriving in 40 minutes. Alright?
Nice.
I've finished laying out the mail room and the library and the shop, and I put some shit in the cleaning cupboard. Decorated this hallway a little bit, and I'm gonna do some floor tiles and shit now. But I'm trying to keep an eye on when you arrive. You know what? I might let it literally tick over to the arrival point and then pause the game, I think.
Yes. I'll be back in just a second.
That's fine. Have you seen this game Starlink, by the way?
Starlink?
Starlink.
I've seen it, but I don't really know anything about it.
So this is... It's a game where you can build like a little ship, like IRL.
Yeah. And
then you plonk it on the top of like the little scanning thing, and then you can fly around as that ship in game, Skylander style. But because you build the ship yourself, it's a little bit different, if you know what I mean. Like the ship that you build is the one that you end up playing as. So it's a really cool concept. Like Philo came up with a really similar idea like a very long time ago, but I kind of said to him, I know literally nothing about that side of things, so I couldn't help you there. But so he was kind of kicking himself a little bit that he never tried to like follow it up with anybody. But here's the thing, really cool looking game. And like they've done lots of cool stuff with like licensing Star Fox and shit, so that they can get like some IP tie-ins and stuff. But I found out that the base game is I don't know, 50 quid or something. Standard game price, which is totally fine. And then each of the ships that you buy IRL, like Amiibo, is 30 quid. Okay, so if you want to have more than one ship, you've got to pay like extortionate amounts of money, basically.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they've also got like there's a co-op DLC pack, so you can play the game with your friends, and that costs like 15 quid on top of that. And like I was just looking at this, going, hang on a second, like this is a kids game, right? And somebody had totaled up like all of the stuff they sell at the moment, and it's like, I don't know, £600 or something like that. And I was just thinking that's extortion. Like that's a little bit silly, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So I was kind of disappointed. Like I was looking forward to this game because it looked pretty cool. Like it looked like a cool kind of like spacey Star Fox-esque kind of like shooter, but like with a huge kind of, I don't know, universe you could explore, or galaxy, or solar system, or whatever kind of scale it was. I have no idea. But instead I've been totally put off. And I at those kinds of prices, I have no idea how many people are actually going to be able to afford to do that, you know. Simon, Kitchen.
Yes.
You have arrived in this prison.
I'm going to have to come see. Give me a second. I'm laying cables.
Okay, you're currently hidden by a bus, but oh no, you're being taken in by a guard. Okay, I'm gonna follow you and get in on all of this action right now.
I'm coming.
Can you see where I am?
Yep.
Okay, so you are back.
Oh, I've got another bug. I'm print screening this.
Okay. I want to see this afterwards. What's happened?
I am a body of a me, but with a head of another woman thing.
What, like a secretary or whatever?
The accountant.
The lawyer?
Accountant.
Oh, okay, the accountant. Yeah,
I
nice.
have just a normal body, but with no head. But the head is an accountant.
So you're currently a naked accountant.
My name is currently flashing as released.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be safe for work if you're a naked accountant. Honestly, but this game does actually feature naked women, because obviously when you have a female prison, they all shower and stuff. So, okay, well let's assign you to your cell, because we obviously we know where we want you to go, and let's make sure you are on permanent lockdown as well. We'll put you on Supermax. No. We'll just put you on permanent.
I couldn't print screen it. Okay.
You can F12.
Yes, I can. I will follow me. I'll wait till I get out in the open, and then I will.
There's a nice little screenshot there. Naked secretary wandering through the prison.
There we go.
So, anyway, yeah. So I've griped about Starlink. That was one of my things that was really bugging me. Did you hear about Epic suing people?
Epic.
I mean, they do sue people with alarming regularity. But did you hear about them suing some YouTubers?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you hear these YouTubers were being naughty?
You say naughty.
They were cheating.
It's just, I think they were just taking small liberties with.
No, here's the thing, right? You like cheating in games, don't you?
Yeah, because I don't get a lot of time to game, and I don't want to grind a lot of the time, so I quite enjoy if it's a simple way of doing something really shitty and grindy, I will quite happily just make it easy for myself and cheat my way through it.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me to hear that you like cheating in video games, honestly.
Yes.
You son of a bitch. But the problem is these guys they weren't just cheating, they were like advertising the cheats to the people watching their streams and stuff. And like that was the purpose of the streams, was like to sell the cheats, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Now the problem with doing that is it comes with like all these weird copyright infringement issues where you're not technically allowed to like reverse engineer the code of the game and all of that kind of jazz.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it's a real sticky issue, I'll be honest. But I just thought it was funny that like they'll actually resort to suing people, just like, oh yeah, no, you cheated in our game, so
yeah,
we're gonna have to sue you now. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's Epic being Epic for you though. I mean, they've sued. They had that whole thing with Silicon Knights. Do you know about Silicon Knights?
Silicon Knights.
They made they made a pretty god awful game called Too Human.
Yeah.
Which, like, it used the Unreal Engine, and they didn't like the level of support that Epic provide for the Unreal Engine, because honestly they provide a lot of web pages and they provide some email addresses, but a lot of the time there's not a lot of support there for developers who are working in their stuff. You just kind of have to poke around the code until you find things, and honestly, like, most of us just deal with that. Like, that's just life. But they released their game and it didn't do very well, and they got a stick up their arse, obviously, because nobody wants to hear that their game did badly. Who the fuck's just died? Who was Tim Wallace? Tim Wallace was a known snitch. Snitches get stitches, bitches. Yep. And basically, like, Silicon Knights decided to sue Epic, saying that Epic had appropriated the funds that they paid for their license and used it to... Oh, we got another death. Used it to develop, like, Borderlands or something like that, rather than developing the Unreal license that they were paying for. And essentially, it kind of went to court, and, like, I think the judge turned around and said, I don't give a shit what you paid them for. You paid them for a service. They provided that service. It's up to them what they do with the money, basically.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. And then Epic were like, we'd like to countersue them, please. And they countersued, and they won. And as a result, all copies of 2 Human that had been released up until that point had to be recalled, and all the stock had to be liquidated, and they weren't allowed to sell their game anymore. Yep. And that's what happens, kids, when you mess with the old legal industry. And yeah, Silicon Knights, I think they went under because of the whole situation, which means lots of talented people probably lost their jobs, and like that's not cool. At the end of the day, I don't like hearing that. But it's all due to all due to the hubris of their management that they worked for at the end of the day, who took a look at a shitty situation, and rather than accepting blame and kind of going, we're really sorry guys, we fucked up here, like we haven't made a very good game, let's try and do something better next time. They went and lost lots of money, basically. There's no other way to describe it. So but that's Silicon Knights for you, and that's what happens when you mess with the big boys. The big boys who got all their money. Yep. At the end of the day, flipping Epic, and their huge amounts of wealth. But yes, anyway, so that's another thing that I guess happened. That's a news story. We kind of went off the topic of gaming news, actually. We were chatting about it.
Yeah,